called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using... Only 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Reads it, fires complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
The offense changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Sellers on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's McAllister. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Taylor wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D-tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D-tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sellers. Under fire. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it way down the field. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays. This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble.
He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Snap it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Taylor wants to throw it. Complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. We've reached the brink. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. On the move. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He wants to change this route. Under fire. Escapes trouble. Still on his feet. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The popular catchphrase for quarterbacks is extending the play. The defense cut off the extension.
Yeah, and the defense just kept coming. You know, one guy missed, two guys missed. It doesn't matter. That's the sign of a really good defense. The guys that swarm to the football, and you look on tape and you're like, are they playing with 11? Or do they have 12 or 13 because they play so fast? Great job continuing to hunt the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Motion from the wideout. Sellers from the gun on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Taylor wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The corners are walked up tight. Running it to the right. They knock him down right there.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially, and they've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up on 3rd down now.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Taylor wants to throw it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that is no good. Looking for a little juice and energy with a field goal. You don't get it, guys. You're still down by 16.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They go play action with Sellers. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Throwing Sellers. Safe completion on the screen. He'll be stopped at the 28. That's a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and they'll need 2 on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Snags it, and there's running room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Play fake, Sellers. He lets one fly deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
That last play is why it is a gift to have a short-term memory in this game. 2nd and long coming up. Taylor wants to throw. Got his man. Good, solid tackle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Kick is in the air. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Sellers. Sets up the screen. Sweet cut there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's second and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Sellers from the gun on third down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The Gamecocks getting set on first and 10. Might be changing the route. Throwing Sellers. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Taylor wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football, and I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the third possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of him and go to the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Oh, they blocked the kick. That's a lot. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 8 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Michigan State eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They are on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. Complete on the comeback. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the play.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. Here's Sellers to throw. Floating away. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Powers through. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Makes the grab. It's Black. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Lets it fly deep downfield. Intercepted. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown Gamecocks.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Creates a little, could be an alley. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Switch it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the counter. Can't get him. And runs through another one. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Pulls and fired complete. Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Go. Stay on.
Taylor wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Evans. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Got enough space, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Sellers. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Throwing Sellers. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, South Carolina. A pick 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Crosby. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the counter. There's some room. Inside the 50. Past the 30. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown Bulldogs. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they... on the ground at the 20. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Going for the big play. Ball's in the deep ball. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The run inside. It's Clark. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Sellers from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Handoff, Isaiah Auguste running left. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Coming out with it, it's Crosby. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Got a man, it's Black. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over.